Welcome to Mundo's Home and Garden. Hey, what's up everybody? Today, we're gonna make a makeup box for my wife. This is all the wood we got right here that we're gonna use to make our project today, our little makeup box. I had some wood cut up for another project that I was gonna do, but I still needed to get some things for that project. So instead, I'm scrapping that project for now, and I'm gonna do something else so I can at least still get a video for you guys this week. And it's gonna be very simple, quite easy. My wife has been saying that she wants a new box for her makeup and all her stuff like that. So she's like,
hey, can you build me a box?
and I'm like,
Sure, I can do that.
so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna build a box so that my wife can put her makeup in. Let's get to it. So the plan is gonna be pretty simple. We're just gonna slap some of these boards together and make us a box. I'll be honest, I don't exactly know how I'm gonna design this thing, but we'll figure it out as we go, huh? So essentially, I think this is how I'm gonna do it. If you can kind of see the idea, we're gonna have to cut this off. But we got two long boards, a couple of these short boards. The short boards are gonna be on the inside, so this is gonna be like one side of the box. I don't know if I'm gonna make it exactly square or like more rectangle. You know what I mean? We'll figure that out a little later as we go on. But this is essentially our idea for the sides of the box. Two long boards attached to two short boards. We'll cut this up. We got to get these a little straighter around here. So essentially that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 4 of these, I guess. You know, I think we're gonna do more of a rectangle. So like 2 long sides, 2 short sides to make more of a rectangle, and then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna do the lid cover top thing. I do have some hinges here, so we can make a cover top thing to this bad boy. So that's pretty much, I think, the idea. 4 sides, 2 long sides, 2 short sides, and then the cover. Let's start cutting and sanding and sawing and nailing.
That's what she said.
All right, so we got everything measured out and how we're gonna cut, where we're gonna cut, what we're gonna cut and everything. So you kind of get the idea. These are gonna be the sides, you know, we're gonna cut all these bottom parts off. But you're picking up what I'm putting down, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then when we get to the top cover, we'll figure that out. By the way, my saw broke. All we got is this fuse. Let's get cut. Actually not too bad. It's pretty straight. Thank God this board is pretty thick. Okay, I'm stupid. I didn't realize I had this bad boy for my angle grinder. So we could just snap this right onto the angle grinder, or we could get to cutting not using the damn handsaw.
Hold up, wait a minute.
We're gonna slap this on real quick. We're gonna get back to cutting. All right, we got everything cut. So now sand up the ends here a little bit, get some of these little nicks off, straighten it up just a little bit more. So let's get those sanded down and then we can put it all together. All right, so we got our sandpaper here, 80 grit. Should be perfect for what we're trying to do here. And we're just trying to sand up the ends of our side boards here, the boards that are gonna be for the side of our box. Just trying to sand those up, get them a little straighter, smoother, and get these little nicks off from when we're sawing. All right, so like I said, 4 sides, we got everything cut up, sanded up. I went ahead and sanded up all the boards too, back, sides, fronts, edges, bottoms, ups, downs, you know, all that stuff. But essentially, that's what we got. I mean, we're looking pretty square for the most part. I'm not too worried about it, like some of the pieces being crooked, because I like that old rusticy, antique look. So, with that said, we can start nailing these bad boys together. So I guess what we're gonna have to do is like essentially, you know, we got our 2 walls, and then I think what we're gonna do for our end pieces here, we don't want to do the end pieces the same way, meaning this board all the way flush. Then it's just gonna make weird. So I think what we want to do is essentially we have our 2 end pieces, and then this piece. So we're gonna have to measure out this gap. You know what I mean? This gap right here. We're We're gonna have to measure that out. All right, so we got the end piece here. Just give it a quick measure do. About an inch and a half. About an inch and a half it's looking like. Inch and a half gap. We need to make the end pieces. That gap worked out nicely, good fit. Let me show you what this kind of looks like real quick. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what we got. We're gonna nail all this together, get it secure, and then we're gonna figure out what we wanna do with the lid here. I got some plywood over there I can try and cut up, and I think that's what we're gonna use to make the lid. Attach it with some hinges and stuff, and then, of course, the bottom. But that's essentially the idea, little box. Let's get it nailed together, and then we'll work on the lid and then the bottom. All right, so here's our box. This is what we got. Pretty square.
What the did you just call me?
All right, so here we go. We got the box all squared up, ready to go. Got a couple ends here on each side, top and bottom. We want to try and we're gonna saw this a little bit, get it cleaned up, more level, more flat. So once we do that, get it all cut and edged up, lined up, trimmed up, nice and good.
That's what she said.
Then we can go ahead and work on the bottom and the lid slash cover top thing. Let's get this trimmed up, and then we'll work on the bottom and the lid. All right, we got it all nice and trimmed off, squared off, and level. So now we can figure out how we're gonna do the bottom and the lid. I got all this plywood right here, so we're just gonna take a piece of that, chop it up, and use it for the bottom and the cover. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. We're gonna about a little over 19 and 3, 19 and 2.
What?
And about 11 and a half wide.
Are you serious?
All right, we got it all marked out, lined out. Let's cut it. All right, so there we go. We got our two pieces cut, top and bottom. So essentially, we're gonna be looking like this, you know, and then we're gonna put some hinges and whoop, whoop. All right, so there we go. Now we just gotta put the hinges on for the top and secure the bottom. Let's do it. All right, so I got these hinges here, so I think that's gonna be perfect. All right, well, the damn hinges I got are too small. They don't fit in the back, unless I'm doing something wrong, but I think they're too small. I think they're just too small, so we would have to go out and get some bigger hinges, but I'm not gonna do all that all right now. It's just a little box for my wife, put her makeup and stuff in, so if she really wants a cover for it, I'll go get some new hinges and I will throw one on there. But other than that, that's a little box right there. Not too bad. It does have the bottom. We did get that on, so it's good. So it's got a bottom at least. So she can at least put some stuff in there, do whatever she wants with this. She says she's gonna paint it and all that stuff, so we're not gonna stain it. So if she wants to cover and a lid, we'll go get some hinges and we'll do all that. But until next time, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for checking out Mundo's Home and Garden. Until next time, we'll see you in the next one.